This is the grave of Shelley, the great English poet, Percy Bysshe Shelley. He was drowned in Italy at the age of 30. An extraordinary guy and a fantastically good poet. His wife, Mary Shelley, wrote Frankenstein, but she was in England at the time when he drowned, and his body was retrieved from the beach by Lord Byron and Edward Trelawney and Leigh Hunt. But Shelley was burned on a funeral pyre, and Trelawney reached into it and grabbed Shelley's heart, and he sent it home to Mary Shelley. And Mary kept it in a velvet bag round her neck, or sometimes she would keep it under her pillow for 30 years until she died. It's true, it's true.
Frankenstein, wasn't it?
She wrote Frankenstein.
Her husband was a poet, Peter Bysshe Shelley, didn't he?
That's how Percy Bysshe.
Yeah, yeah.
See? But there you go. So do you like Shelley, or have you just chosen to sit there?
You had to study it at school.
Yeah, me too.
Do you reckon Shakespeare didn't write a lot of those plays?
Well, there's a huge argument about it, isn't
Well,
there?
because the plays about Italy, right, like Romeo and Juliet,
Aye.
he didn't have the knowledge to write the plays.
Well, so they say. They think it was the Earl of Oxford, don't they? Yeah.
For example, a pop song, you don't know if it was written by...
No, or maybe the publisher just stuck a name on it.
Exactly.
Do you come from around here?
No, I'm from the Midlands. Originally.
Midlands?
Yeah.
The Black Country?
Well, near Birmingham.
Or near Birmingham?
Yeah, but I left there when I was young, you know.
Yeah.
I've got a cigarette on you.
I don't smoke cigarettes.
No.
Okay, what do you smoke and I'll get you some?
Just 10 cigarettes. That's not Billy Connolly, is it? It is. Don't I recognise him?
This is a village of Tolpuddle, famous for the Tolpuddle martyrs. They used to meet here under a tree. In the 1830s, the rich landowners, the landed gentry, decided the farm labourers were being paid too much, decided to cut their money. And a very brave guy called George Lovelace and 5 of his friends decided to form a trade union. Of course, the gentry didn't fancy this much and took them to court. They were sentenced to 7 years deportation to Australia. But the 7 years was to be served in Australia, and it's not like you came home then. No, you were just abandoned then to live in Australia. And in those days, that was like the dark side of the moon. The poor guys were sent off. But happily, there was such a row and a furore here that they were actually brought back and pardoned and given farms in Essex. But unfortunately, their neighbours treated them appallingly. They didn't like them being given free farms. And all but one, 5 of them, moved off to Canada. They emigrated to Canada and 1 stayed. All in all, it's a pretty sad wee story. But I always think it's amazing that such extraordinary birthplace for trade unionism, trees and thatched cottages. And you always imagine it's cranes and steel and rivets and guys and arguing on the TV. This is where it started. Isn't it amazing? Standing under a tree, 6 guys with very good intentions. Heroes of mine, I must say.